Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. That's better. That's a better cycle. We're not supposed to be sad. This is not a sad event. My name is Jane Elliot. Mr. Elliot is right here. Love of my life. And I went through cancer, specifically leukemia, about 11 years ago. When you go through something like leukemia, they don't have time to think, oh, let's harvest this, let's go harvest that, or let's save this. Leukemia is so aggressive, and it's really, it wipes so much out of you. I went through acute promyelotic leukemia. So it's the second one. There's 3 types of leukemia. So what Kevin had, I had the second version of it. So, and it was more every single 3 months, I had to go through a bone marrow checking, just in case I needed a transplant. So I was always at the edge of, oh my God, am I gonna get it? Do I need a transplant? Do I need a transplant? And it went on for, I had chemotherapy. Well, I went to hospital on a Friday, and on a Saturday I started chemo. There was no talking about, oh, what are you going to say? Where is your will? Who are you going to go tell? There was nothing like that. It was very quick. It's not like a tumor. And one of the major things that we came to realize is, if for any reason I needed a transplant, I would have been suffering the same way, because very many of us don't know at what level leukemia transplant, just the stem cells transplant requires. Imagine a stadium of about 30,000 people. You might be one of those people in that stadium that needs a transplant, and every person will be swabbed in that stadium, and none of you is going to be a match. It's really, it's daunting to know that so many people can come for you, but then you don't still get the help. But that's why KKLT comes in. When I was diagnosed, there was no KKLT in place. And me and Kevin got sick at the same time. We used to chat about things. Oh, how was your chemo today? Okay. How are you feeling today? I'm so tired. I don't want to talk about this today. We really understood each other. We knew, okay, we're going through this. But then his was a bit worse. And yes, he passed away. And it was sad not to have found his match. But I was left thinking, what if I'm next? What if I'm next? Every time I'd go to the doctor and they'll say, Jane, your bloods were down this week. Jane, your potassium levels were so low. I'll eat all the bananas you can think about. I'll eat all the potatoes you can think about. And then they'll come back and say, oh, no, your bloods, you need more potassium. Oh, no, you remember, we don't want you to go through a transplant. So there was all that being reminded. But fast forward, I didn't need a transplant. And fingers crossed, touch wood, whatever you believe in, I was told the next time, if it ever comes again, I will need a transplant, no doubt. And we don't want to get to that point. KKLT in itself has helped so much for me. And I'll say, I have been an ambassador since I started volunteering for KKLT. I've been an advocate for it because I've believed in it. It has helped me. I have been a part of a major, well, let me just go back and say, since COVID started, we went online just like everyone else who did Zoom. We did lots and lots of emotional support for people. Just because COVID was happening didn't mean that cancer stopped. So we were there. If you ever logged on Zoom, you'd have seen this face somehow. So I was facilitating most of all our sessions. I would log in, we'll talk about different things, would advise people, because as I said, COVID was going on, but cancer was also going on. We would receive these calls, Mom, I call her Mom. We would receive these calls and say, oh, do you know who so-and-so? Do you know, oh, can I talk to Veronica? Okay, yes. And then the other person would be, oh, can I talk to Jen? I need to talk to someone who's gone through this so that they can help me through it. So as I continue, Ian is going to play some videos of people that we have supported in the last 3-4 years. During Zoom sessions, during our we've provided so much emotional well-being to people that have gone through cancer. And I would like you to play the first video, please.
Hi, I'm Lisa. This is Kim. And I'm Angel.
And we're King's sisters, and we're here to tell you our story. So when King was 18 years of age, he was diagnosed with brain lymphoma, cancer, and it had a very negative effect on all of us in our family, specifically King, who was left with a lot of complex care needs. And we find that KKLT has been extremely supportive and helpful to us. And Angel's going to tell you a little bit about how that has supported and helped us.
My favorite thing about this charity is the fact that it allows the family members of somebody who has been affected by cancer with the support and help which a lot of other charities don't. And we're very grateful to meet other people in the same situation as us, because it made us feel like we weren't alone and that there's other people who are also going through the same things that we are. And it's just been really interesting to hear other people's stories, and it's been very nice to be able to voice how we're feeling to people who understand, and just have that support and just support and sense of community.
Yes, and that safe space as well to be vulnerable and open up about the difficulties that we're facing. And also I love the fact that there's doctors and nurses there who are able to answer our difficult questions that we may have, you know. So we really do feel very supported and helped by the KKLT Trust.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As you have seen, we have supported people like this. And there's one thing that I need to tell you. When leukemia hits your door, when cancer hits your door, it's not you only that is suffering. Your family, the people that you call a support system also suffers. So KKLT has managed in the last few years to support people with different things. We've provided shopping for people, because when you're sick, you suffer financially. That time that you're able to go to work, the parents that were able to go to work, they have to cut down on time to come and take care of that person. So we managed to go do shopping for people. We sent volunteers to go spend time with people, because loneliness is another thing. When you're sick, you have to go to work. They have to go to work. You that is ill have to stay and wait for someone to come and give you some sort of entertainment. Doctors are not fun people to talk to, but someone, Ian or Ben, will come and have a chat with you. Sophie will have a chat with you. Dottie will have a chat with you. Even if it's just for 20 minutes, it makes a difference. It really makes a difference. And this is where we come in. We have managed to educate so many people about leukemia, but this time we really, really need donors in terms of money. KKLT does not run on fuel. It actually runs on money that people have donated. So as we insist, and we will insist and insist, set up a direct debit, £10, £20, whatever amount. In fact, if you're a millionaire, please come see us. It will be nice. Please come see us. We will tell you how we can help you spend your money. But apart from that, we need donors. Donors in terms of, like Ben, donated his stem cell. We also need your time. I live in Leicester. I don't live in London, but I'm a volunteer here. I do my bit, whatever I can do. As we've said, I facilitate Zoom. You can do something. You in this room, you have shown up today because you believe in KKLT in one way or the other. We had a few more videos to show you, but if you need more information, please come see us. If you want me to tell you more about a KKLT story, come tell me a word. Come talk to me. If you want to hear my story more, I've spoken about it so many times on Zoom, but I'm happy to share my story. I'll tell you. But there's one more thing I'll tell you. I'm standing here. This whole room, I cannot see most of you. I am partially sighted, and that's because leukemia left me with that part of, it just took part of my sight away. But I tell myself every single day, leukemia, you are defeated. Because I have to leave. Yeah, thank you. I decided I'm not going to live in sympathy for I don't know how long. I don't know how long I've got, you know. So I decided I'm going to live my life and I'm going to fight the cause. I'm going to do what I can to educate more people and be there for someone else like me. And I thank you so much for listening to me. And love you all. Bye for now.
Give it up to Jen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jen.